Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another chapter delve of My Hero Academia by Kohei Horikoshi, and we are working on chapter 13 today called Rescue Training. It looks like it's going to be another class chapter. They all seem to be still about the 18 to 20 page mark. Wait, is he giving the middle finger? How rude. In any case, for those of you just dropping by, I do sort of use, I don't talk about it as often as I go through these. The early My Hero Academia episodes, I extensively go into the breakdown. I do use the story spine. It's just to break things down into a ratio. It's in the description below if you just want to get a reminder of how that works, 25%, 50%, 25%. It just allows me to organize my thoughts about where I am in the story. So sometimes I'll flip around and just see, okay, am I in the middle? Am I at the end, right? Some signals feel relevant to those parts of the story, and they mean something subtextually, or at least from a storytelling pattern perspective, even if it's subconscious. And I like to look for those cues. And part of this chapter delve series is about me investigating how the manga storytelling not how it works. It's working. It's storytelling. Storytelling can work in any other way. There's no real rules to follow with storytelling, but I find it fascinating to find patterns even across cultures that seem to fit when something kind of blows up, when something really hits home with an audience, which I feel like My Hero Academia obviously has. The colors look a little weird to me all of a sudden right here. I don't know if I mess with some colors, but like in my eyes, this yellow looks like yellow. And what you're looking at, what I'm seeing on the screen right now on this particular monitor, it looks greenish yellow. So I'm recording these without editing them yet, so I don't know what this actually looks like to all of you. But if it doesn't look yellow by the time I edit this, I'll tweak it. But in any case, you know what? Everything is black and white in here. And I did something to the settings. Like if I hold it at this level right here, I seem to get the best kind of quality crispness. And that's why I did it. But I think I might have changed something with the color. In any case, it doesn't really matter, right? Okay, so let's jump into it. That's enough of an intro. It looks like there's an action scene going on here that might not be the school, of course, because I'm getting a kind of a flashback here of the first splash page of Volume 1, Chapter 1. And this looks like a street scene going on. But maybe this is what triggers the need for the class to have rescue training. So let me start this up. The first page is usually a summary page of the stuff that happened before. We didn't get that in the last chapter, and this one doesn't look like it's going to happen either because they're done the stories. Now it feels like they're doing a bit of a fill-in-y kind of scenario here, that all of these pieces are probably going to build up towards something. And of course, that's a sort of B-plot-ish kind of thing to do. So an Act 2 kind of thing to do, which is the middle of this book right here. And of course, as soon as I start opening these pages again, my nose starts to itch, and I have to make it through this entire episode and just edit like crazy around me doing this. Okay, let's go. Wait, is it one guy or two guys? Oh shit, he's really fast or something? And now to make my escape. Fear not, good family. So All Might is about to enter the scene. In any case, we got a brickhead sort of hero here. He's a serial robber and murderer, habit headgear. I don't know if that's his name, but it's in bold, so it suggests that it possibly is. And the heroes are getting wrecked, but also, and I miss this because they're kind of small because this guy is so huge. There's a family here. He's got him in a grapple, and he's about to crush him if the heroes approach. And so he's not only like a tough guy, but he's also, I guess, a strategist. And so he's about to make an escape. Here comes All Might, and he's probably going to one-punch man. Okay, so rescue training, chapter 13. Missouri what? Smash. So, oh, it's a karate chop, though. What'd you do there? Whoa, what the hell happened to his head? The hell? Wait. So his head is actually a flap? It's just a flap? What the hell? Did you just flatten his head with that hit? Did you kill him, dude? No. Kaya! Hit and run. He's got a piece out. Mustn't be late. However, whoosh, jump. My speed's dropped. I've been weakening ever since I passed on my power. What's more, my maximum duration was shortened when I overdid it that time. What? So that was something I was wondering. To be honest, I was wondering if when he gave when the power gets passed on, if there's other people, like, because there's 9 of them now, and I was wondering, well, where are the other ones, right? So either something happened to them, or is it something like this where they eventually do fizzle out, and that power legitimately does pass on to the next progeny? I don't know if that's the correct way to use that word because that implies some family lineage, but I mean, there's DNA involved in stuff. Okay, there's progeny. As Midoriya gets stronger, does it potentially impact? Is this wobbling my camera? I just realized my camera. You guys are fine with that, right? Kind of like feels like an earthquake is going on, and I'm like shaking around because my camera's set up in a weird way. Oh, the sneeze is finally happening. I love when the sneeze happens with an allergy itch. Hold on. Don't sneeze on the mic. Don't sneeze on the mic. Oh. I think a vertebrae snapped. Got lightheaded on that sneeze. So let me restart this. So I don't know what this has to do with rescue training. As I was talking about at the beginning of this, like usually the front page is talking about the previous stories that we needed to know in order to like go into the next story. But in this particular case, it's actually giving us a legitimate storytelling setup for what's going to happen in the next 16 pages. So 18 pages or whatever the case might be. But this front page is going to be, something happened. There's people at risk that they had to get rescued. All Might rescues them. Okay, great. But we also on the second page we find out like third page when he's piecing out, but he's also giving some exposition of things are not as well as they could be. He is weakening, and plus he has that injury, and so I think this is more. This might be there might be a subtextual narrative going on here because of this title. So it's rescue training, yes, for the kids, but at the same time it seems to be a subtextual potentially All Might story, maybe with Midoriya, and about how this power dynamic is going to work, and whatever the rescue would mean or be interpreted, or at least this chapter will maybe well carry through. You told him. I'm sorry, I haven't even told. So this is a flashback. Black gutters here. I keep saying panels, gutters, but interesting because they'll show a bit of white coming through here, which I think suggests that this is in the present. He's thinking about it. And then he's kind of going into the flashback, possibly. I'm sorry, I haven't even told my mom, but I just had to tell him something. I'm so sorry. So this is going back 2 chapters ago when Midoriya ended up telling Bakugo that he is not. It's not a natural power. It's not an innate power. He's inherited it, whatever that might mean. He's not the type to brag or boast. So perhaps I wasn't explicit enough. Guess this is a consequence of being so sincere. Luckily, Bakugo seemed to think you were pulling his leg. I can forgive you this time, but please don't tell another soul. You must be aware of the responsibility that comes with this power. Should the world learn of it, I have no doubt that all manner of scum would come and try to steal it away. This secret is all that prevents our society from falling into chaos. It's also meant to protect you, understand? Suitable successor or not. Successor would be the better word to use than progeny. But a successor or not, he's still just a 15-year-old kid. I had to make it clear to him. I got like a 1-chapter max read. I don't know what it is. I can't get past this. I was trying to get through this. I'm not going to be able to do it. Damn it. Anyways, now for today's basic hero training. This time, All Might, myself, and one other will supervise. This time, so it's a special class? What are we doing exactly? Preparing you for disaster relief from fires to floods. Rescue. It's rescue training. I love that shot. That's a great shot. I haven't even gotten to the page yet. This will help me become the great hero I know I can be. I'll do my best. Of course, you're the hero who always does his best. You're the nobody who always does his best. He owned it. It's his name. The nobody who always does his best. It's kind of like reminiscent of the Wolverine line. I'm the best at what I do, and what I do isn't very nice. Just an amusing thing that came to mind. Okay. This was like his hero costume. I guess they got it retailored. Okay, I see. It's because the other costume didn't make it through battle training. It got demolished because of Bakugo. Hey, Bakugo. It's your fault, buddy. So anyways, the school support company is repairing it. I love that they did a little slide in. There's some lore behind it. Thought this was the one his mom. Okay, whatever. Let's move on. The bus is set up like it's a military personnel carrier. Make it like a normal school bus, man. I try to say what's on my mind, Midoriya. Your quirk resembles All Might's. Really? Nah, I mean, Hold up. So All Might doesn't get hurt, though. They're already different in that way. That sort of simple strength enhancing quirk is awesome. You can do a lot of cool stuff with it. Not like my hardening. Okay, so he's got some hardening ability. I'm good in a fight, but it's real boring. I think that's pretty neat, though. Your quirk's more than enough if you want to go pro. Midoriya giving him support. Pro, but don't forget that heroes also have to worry about popular appeal. See what I mean about the meta? you gotta be famous. My naval laser is both strong and cool. Perfect for a pro. As long as you don't blow up your own stomach. Something amusing about naval laser. You want to talk strong and cool? That'd be Todoroki and Bakugo. Well, we're getting introduced to a couple names. They're kind of seeding it in, just kind of getting us ready, because they're going to give us some more new names. He's ready, Kohei is ready to drop some more on us. Bakugo is so unhinged, he'd never be popular. Oh, yes. What'd you say, frog face? See? Good going, Bakugo. You can't even prove it a point, dummy. Sit down. We've only barely started socializing, and already you've made it abundantly clear to us that unpleasantness of your esteemed turd of personality. Who are you? What are you doing? Is that naval laser? You're gonna get punched in the face. Steam turd of a personality. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, Mr. Vocabulary. How about I pound you? I called it. I'm speaking right over the mic. I wonder how loud this is actually being. I'm probably peeking the mic every time. Anyways, Kachan's getting bullied? Who'd have thought? Oh, yeah, that's true. Guess that's UA for you. New bullies going at it. We're here. Look sharp now. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Where am I in this? Got disoriented on page count immediately with that scene. Okay, we're going into the last third, or I don't think we're quite in Act 3 yet. We're in the tail end of Act 2, so something's got to go a little bit south here. Like, there's got to be something. It's probably going to go back to All Might or something, or maybe it's going to go back to that point that was made about the power dwelling. I don't know. Let's find out. Before we do, I have 1 or 2 points. Who's this? What's the new? Wait, who is this? It's a new warp looking astronaut character thing. Or 3. Lots of points. 4. As I'm sure many of you are aware, my quirk is called Black Hole. It can suck in and tear apart anything, and you've used it to save people in all sorts. I do this. I can't do more than 2. I need to sneeze again or something. I'm sure as many of you are aware, my quirk is called Black Hole. It can suck in and tear apart anything, and you've used it to save people in all sorts of disasters. That's of course Midoriya. Indeed. However, my power could easily kill. I have no doubt there are some among you with similar abilities. Oh, that's a nice lesson. Dangerous, vital. In our superpower societies, the use of quirks is heavily restricted and monitored. It may seem that the system is a stable one, but we must never forget that it only takes one wrong move with an uncontrollable quirk for people to die. During Aizawa's physical fitness test, you came to learn of your own hidden potential. Through All Might's battle training, you experienced the danger that your respective quirks can pose to others. This class will show you a new perspective. You will learn how to utilize your quirks to save lives. Your powers are not meant to inflict harm. 13? Like what, he's on the 13th point? I hope you leave here today with the understanding that you're meant to help people. So cool. That's interesting, because I tried to listen to Rules of 3. Oh, that is creepy as fuck. Look at that. Damn. That's nasty. What is this? This is the end? No. What? Oh, damn. Okay, stop. Why'd I have to flip? What I was going to say is, there's this other meta pattern I look for. I call them meta patterns because they kind of go around the stuff that's more structurally patterned that I can kind of pinpoint based on like ratioing. But this one is kind of there's like a rule of 3s. And so in this particular case, we got the 3rd class. So after the 3rd class, now you're going to have something's going to happen because it's the 3rd class. And we're talking like as far back as oral storytelling, oral tradition is the rule of 3 sort of comes from that. It comes from storytellers. That's why when you read like some of the old folklore, some of the old myths, or the Aesop's fables, stuff like that, it's always 3 things. Like someone went to the river the first time, something happened. Someone went to the river the second time, this other thing happened. It was a little bit crazy. The third time someone went to the river, this happened and their world changed. It's that kind of thing. I just made that up. But that's what I'm kind of talking about. So now this is the 3rd class, and now what comes of it, whatever the hell this is supposed to represent. It feels like it's just a splash page stuck in here, but I think it's actually part of, oh damn, he's in the black hole. Why do I have to look ahead like this? That should have been a flip page. This would have been an awesome flip page that we would have gotten to here and gone, oh my god, and then flip page, bam, and you'd see this page. Let me talk about this technical stuff, because I feel like this might have been in the layout of the book. Something happened here, and I'm going to see if I can confirm it, because we're going to go here, and he's jumping away, and he's triggering this flashback. And yes, this does work on the page turn here, because it gives you a nice single page to summarize what this is supposed to represent for flip page. But if this slipped into this page, like it would have flowed into this image here, and it would have flowed into this, and then so this would have been your flip page, and it's also meant to protect you, understand? And then you get here and it's like, oh, there's still problems, and now we're in class. This would have been your odd page. See this page right here, even this posturing, this posing, this feels like a flip page. This feels like you would have read this page and it's like, this will help me become the great hero I know I can be. I'll do my best. And if this was on this corner here, I'll do my best. And then you do a flip page and you see this, and you see them walking like this, and this would have been top corner right here, and it would have been the first thing you saw, right? You would have entered this page like boom. It just would have felt interesting. Oh, and then it stops working. It stops working here. This feels like it's appropriate because you go here, you can do a scene change, and you're at the site. So no, I just think it's the way it's laid out. It just feels like the flow. It didn't maximize this because it sort of spoils you. It spoils you what this is. You know what I'm saying? Before you get there. I mean, because it takes the entire page. Anyways, I'm hanging on to this for too long, huh? That is all. I thank you for listening. He's awesome. Orarika. Bravo, bravo. That's Ida. Great. First off. Swirl. Huh? Wait, that's not a black hole thing. That's from something else. What is this? Oh, it's coming out of nowhere. Oh, he's coming out of some other darkness, some other vortex. Whoa. Whoa. There's going to be a bunch of villains. Okay. Huddle up and don't move. Huh? Ironically, 13. Oh, 13. Bad number. 13. Protect the students. 13. Oh, his name is 13. The black hole dude. Okay. Because he says things in 13. I might be missing, because I thought this was the joke here, right? It was like, before we do, I have 1 or 2 points, or 3, lots of points, 4, and then he keeps going, and then I guess 13. I thought that was like they were joking, like he keeps on saying things. 13, protect the students. They appeared before us during our rescue training. So, whoa, okay, we're going to have like a flip here. Let's take a look here. We have like a sort of alien froggy kind of dude here. We've got a major teether dude, Deuterino back there. We've got a Tusker. Looks like a horror movie victim there with like stitches and crap. A machete. Maybe Medusa. Not really Medusa. Looks like worms for hair. Maybe. I don't know. We got a dude with hands all over him. That's nasty. We got like, that one's awesome. I love it. This like vulture with the exposed brain. It's so horrific. It's glorious. Monstrous. Got a dude with spikes on this. Act 3, last third of the book, introducing the villains. The escalation is upon us. What the heck's that? More battle robots? Like during the entrance exam? Don't move! Those are villains! We learned that what the pros are up against, ... Skip everything else. What they face in the field, skip it, is evil unleashed. Is that the end? Okay, now I can read the rest of the stuff. Scene happens 13. An Eraserhead. Is it... According to the staff schedule I received the other day, All Might is supposed to be here. Of course, that whole incident was the scum's doing. This might be doing some time flipping right now. Based on the way this story started, that's going to be vital. That's important. That other thing that went off, that second thing, and then they kind of sent us into the classroom, he might be referring to that there. It's just making a lot of assumptions when reading this book, though, and that's... I get it, it's cutting corners to kind of move the pace along, but it's like super fast paced, and you have to make these assumptions and nail them, or you just got to move on. You just have to accept it and move on, and it'll just straighten out as you read, Where is he? We've come all this way and brought so many playmates. All Might, the symbol of peace. Is he here? I wonder if some dead kids bring him back. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Oh, that's like hand face, whatever the hell. Jesus. Okay, and game on. Cool. And we're gonna get introduced to 13 here. Give us a legit cover with... I can't wait to learn more about him. I don't know why. I'm attracted to this friggin' guy. I don't know. It's so cool. Okay, we have 13 favorite things: museums, nature documentary. That's nice. Documentaries. Meant to be someone who demonstrates that being a hero isn't just about fighting. I really liked his design, but what about under the helmet? If I get the chance to show him without the suit, I will. If not, I won't. That's it. As simple as that. And then we're going to get into it. This is going to be it. Act 3. It's going to be a showdown. So, it's relevant to the titles of the episodes. This itchy nose is going to be the enemy. It's going to be the enemy. I don't understand what's going on here, man. It just makes it an editing nightmare. Anyways, we have the encounter with the unknown. That might be the name of the hand dude. I don't know. And then we have verses, so that's going to be a brawl. This is going to be fun if they bring this act 1. So if we think about this section here being like the act 1, this whole lead up with Deku and Kachan, the breaking Bakugo, the Bakugo starting line, and even Ida to some degree, but really just like having this now play out over here somewhere, that would be great harmony. There's also an opportunity here with the verses chapter in particular, because of the title of the episode, the chapter as well, but that it's going to be the class against these villains possibly, or some of those heroes with the class against the villains. But it's also got an opportunity here where it's going to bring this act 1, if we create this chunk as an act 1 situation here, where you have the verses between Kachan and Deku, and have them when facing the villains. Bit tropey here, right? Is you have the two enemies join forces together to go against the greater enemies or the greater threat. And then maybe the know your enemies could be a scenario where instead of being against each other, there's some sort of connection happens near the end here, and then game over. I don't know. It's like the defeat of obviously the villains, because this is My Hero Academia. So they're going to get through this, or it's going to escalate and it's going to go into volume 3. It's going to be mayhem. But I think that's going to be the solid opportunity, boom, to nail these two. Get Ida in there with Uraraka, maybe as kind of support, and have the 4 of them sort of like come together and make it a win for the group, for the team in some way. That'd be cool. Oh, and super cool, of course, we're on chapter 13. Chapter 13, rescue training with 13. I love it. That's the second time it happened. I forget where it happened before. It was in volume 1, wasn't it? Where was it? Starting line was chapter 4 here. Starting line for Deku, of course. And then we have starting line here, which was the 4th chapter in, was Bakugo's starting line. Nice harmony between volumes. I love little coincidences like that, although I don't think that was a coincidence. That had to be planned. That had to be an inside joke. As I'm learning right now, I am suffering right now. My nose is so itchy. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the paper stock, but I mean, it's consistently itchy, and I constantly feel like I have to sneeze, and these take me about 40 minutes to record, and so it's like, it's been an hour and a half of me just like hella suffering. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's something I can take to make this go away. I already take allergy medication for other allergies I have, and it's daily. I've been taking it for over 20 years because I'm really hyper allergic to things. But this right here has never really happened to me. I mean, it sometimes happened with the other volume, maybe, but this one's like really nailing me. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap this one up here. I got to walk away from this entire room now. I got to get some clear air. I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, and share this out there, of course, if you know anyone who loves manga, if you know any communities that would appreciate this kind of content. It's just a different way of looking at things. And of course, I will catch you in the next chapter delve. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace. I got to go. I got to go.